Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is the middle of January, which means I just got paid my second check of the month and we have one more to go. And so I'm going to show you guys how I am doing with my spending, my savings, my bills, and all of the stuff in between. So once again, thank you guys for coming, and I would like to get right into the video. But before I start, if you're not familiar with my channel, I'm Bo. I'm 31 years old and I live in Seattle, Washington, and I'm on a journey to $1 million net worth before I reach retirement age. So if you are into that, please by all means stick around, and I'm going to get right into my budget, starting with my bills. All right, so I already have all of my budget written out in terms of my bills here, and I did pay a few more in the break that we had between paychecks. I paid some more grocery and was able to keep it under $125, which is what I try to split it between. And I actually didn't put a check mark here because I am getting paid on the 31st. So I think I'm gonna have to actually pay for groceries one more time here, which is unfortunate. So there's gonna be another $125 taken or added to this, and then I will check it off. And then that will only leave Netflix, and we will be done with paying our bills for the month. For our savings, we were able to save another $2,000, which means we are so close to saving $5,000 for this month. So I'm just going to add another plus $2,000 here, and we're trying to add one more $1,000, and then we can color it in and just continue on with our savings. So because I did invest basically my whole paycheck, I did not put anything towards sinking funds or my savings account, and so I didn't add anything to these two trackers. Same here. Well, this is my investment. So when I was paid on the 16th, I was able to save $2,000, which means I am now at $6,200, which is fantastic because, as you guys know, I do want to reach that $12,000 investment goal. And yeah, we're getting close. I've already put 3 in there, and so we're getting super close to that goal. Lastly, the beans, no beans because I didn't put anything towards my savings account. And I just realized too that I put too many in here, 5, 10, 15, 20. I didn't save 2,000 in my savings account yet. I saved 1,000. So this is going to be incorrect until I get paid next, when I can put that last 1,000 into my savings account. So I messed up already, but let's try to keep it, consistent going forward. And now we can move into the month of January. So as you guys see, for the month of January, I've been filling out some stuff here. Since the 16th, I have saved $2,000, and I've spent some money too, which I put here. As you guys know, my goal is to have 25 no spend days, and right now we are sitting at, it's the 19th right now. So we're sitting at 12, 13. This is day number 14 of no spending for me. And honestly, I don't want to necessarily say that I'm cheating, but my husband is very supportive in that, when I do want something or we still want to eat out, he will foot that bill. So that's definitely helped me reach 14 days here. And I think I only have room for one more day of spending if I want to reach my 25 no spend days. And also my budget is running pretty thin too in terms of for fun spending, and you guys will see that once we turn the page here. So none of this has been checked because it's still too early to determine whether or not I am successful at this. All right, so for my budget, I was paid on the 16th, $2,428.52, which I added to both of my income tracker details. And then for investments, I did put the $2,000 there, which is great, savings plus investing. So this was the first time. And so now this time I will just put that I invested $2,000 here. So there's that. So right now we're at $4,000 saved / invested, which is great. And as you can see, nothing really has come out except for my dog here. We had to pay $76.5 for his grooming that happened 2 days ago. And we actually might have one more thing to do for him vet wise. So I'm just going to keep that on there, keep that open, not close that out yet, because we don't know how much more we're going to have to spend for him. And if we move over to the spending section, I was able to add a few things. I added a burrito. I paid $12 for it. And then some ice cream, like a pint of ice cream. Yes, in Seattle, a pint of ice cream at your mom and pop ice cream shop is $12. And then I tipped $2.40. So that came out to $14.40 for a pint of ice cream. So that's what we're dealing with living here. I mean, if you want anything other than Ben and Jerry's, you're going to have to fork over some cash, unfortunately. And I know it says $3.17 left to spend in January. I honestly, you guys, am not necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not optimistic that I'm going to be able to stay under this. I do think that I can stay under 400, but I don't know if I can stay under 150. I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling, and I'm seeing things that I'm needing to buy and wanting to buy and trying to reconcile moving it to other categories, which is cheating. So we'll see how that goes. I did just buy a tea kettle as well, which was $55, $59. I'm going to add that once it actually goes through to my credit card. But as you can see, that makes me over the limit unless I am crafty and use like a shared account that I have with my husband or whatever. I'm going to look into what I can do there because I don't want to actually fail this goal. And so we'll see what we're working with when we get to our next video. But basically what I'm learning so far from just trying not to spend so crazily is that, you know, you really do have all of the power here, right? So you don't have to do all of the unnecessary spending. I specifically don't have to do all of the unnecessary eating out and, you know, buying things, skincare, shoes, clothes. I'm still sort of unlearning those behaviors. And, you know, it being January, I think that's really what's helping me the most with staying on task. But because my friends also are going to be coming back to town soon and the sun's coming out more, I'm just starting to get a little bit worried that I don't know how this savings and this strict budget is going to turn out for me. So I'm just going to do a little bit of light calculations here to see what I am at numbers wise for spending. So yeah, as you can see, I am at $146.83 left. Just checking the math there. And that leaves me with $3 left to spend, and we're only halfway through the month. So we have, 15 days left of the month. That's like 2 weeks. And I have $3 left to spend because I want to make my miscellaneous stay where it is. And I'm learning that 150 is kind of difficult to stay within, but that's a me issue. So I need to look basically into myself and ask myself, why is it so imperative that I spend $150 every month? Because as you can see, sure, I went to lunch and I went shopping with my sister, but like I went to get a coffee. I have a coffee maker at home. I went to get wings to hang out with my husband, right? That's fine. But then I had a burrito, I had ice cream. Like, I don't have to do this. So I know it's getting cold. It's cold, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I just need to find more free things to do. And I'm really struggling when, you know, when you're friends with people whose idea of fun, it just is spending money. And in a place like Seattle too, you kind of do need money in order to do fun things, unless you just want to have people at your house and you go to theirs every time. I don't know. It's just really hard. So that's basically where I'm at. It's a little bit of a struggle, but we are able to reach our savings goal. We have 4,000 saved of the 5,000. So that is, we are 80% of the way there, which is fantastic. So we really need to just finish out this month strong and just start the year on a good note. And for me, it'll be on a good note if I don't go too overboard with my spending. And so that's really what my hope is for this month. So you guys, please, all the good vibes in the air for me to reach that. I would really appreciate it. But what I would also appreciate is if you tell me how your month is going in the comments below. How is your budgeting journey starting out? For those of you who did buy the book and those of you who are using your own book or created a book, just let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.